What's up, everyone? We're here at the Long Island Railroad getting on our way to New York City. I'm about to record a public interview asking people what is emotional intelligence. What's your name and how do you spell it?
Becky, B-E-C-K-Y.
Becky, what does emotional intelligence mean to you?
I would say it means that you are able to understand your own and others' feelings, expressions, and perspectives.
And what would you say distinguishes emotional intelligence from conventional intellectual intelligence?
I think it's more about relationships and community than like academics and numbers.
Yeah, rather than like theory, things like that. It's like being in touch with like what you're feeling and whatnot. Yeah. And last one, what connects you to other people? Or better yet, what establishes a more like real or authentic connection with someone, whether it be family members, friends, anything like that?
I think transparency, the ability to feel like you're comfortable and honest with somebody else and they can be comfortable and honest with you. And what was the question?
That was it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
What connects to other people, what feels real, you know, like what...
I mean, certainly like common interests is a good place to start too. Yeah. But even about that, you have to be like open, honest, transparent.
Yeah. What is your name and how do you spell it?
Ruby, R-U-B-Y.
Ruby, what does emotional intelligence mean to you?
Being in tact with like how you're feeling and recognizing how you're feeling, what's affecting that, and how it affects other people as well, and being able to recognize the importance of it.
Yeah. How would you say it distinguishes from conventional intellectual theoretical intelligence that people say like in school you're book smart? What do you say is the difference there?
I think being like what did you say? Convention intelligence. What did you say? The
intelligence, how most people define it.
Okay. Well, being like book smart, it's like knowing things, knowing facts about the world and stuff. But emotional intelligence is kind of the way people feel, and obviously, heaps of people find it really hard to know the difference between it. But I feel like the emotional side of it, you're more in touch with how those facts make you feel and how you feel about the things that you know from books. And it's all connected, but it's also very different because one is factual and the other one's kind of opinions.
All right, what's your name? How do you spell it?
Rasul, R-A-H-S-U-L.
Rasul, what does emotional intelligence mean to you?
Being aware of your emotions.
And what does that usually come up when in terms of like being with other people, or say if you get angry or sad? How does it usually serve you?
Watch what I say. When I'm in the heat of the moment, I'm a Sagittarian, and usually whatever we say, it's usually not the good thing.
Is that your star sign?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm Pisces, yeah.
It's like I put my foot in my mouth all the time. So
yeah.
It's like, let me just not say anything until I get it together. But I'm very aware.
Yeah. How do you distinguish emotional intelligence in that sense from book smarts, or how most people like see intelligence in like school?
Experience. Books, I wasn't very smart in school. I was bored. But living experiences and just dealing with people every day versus book smart. You can't learn. I don't know. You can't get emotional. It's hard to get emotional from a book than a human being. You can read about stuff and oh god, no. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like more theory in school. Yeah. You know words and memories.
People can tell you, all about New York. You can read about it, but until you get here, then you know.
And last question: what connects you to other people, and more specifically, say if it's a friend or a family member, what really brings you close to the other person?
Energy first. Energy. Yeah. I'm all about energy. Since I was a kid, I didn't know what it was, but if I was never around any bad, whatever, I knew. But as a young child, you don't know. Yeah. And as a kid, as an adult, I go back. I'm like, okay, I was protected. And just like people are like, oh, he's aloof, whatever. I'm like, I don't feel right. I just protect my energy.
Yeah, intuition.
And then growing up here, you have to.
I noticed that because it's like when I'm here, like people are on guard, it makes sense, but it's like, it's totally different energy.
Yeah, we're breeding out intuition in young people because they don't have it. You can't get it on the computer. Versus like I can meet someone in the street, know automatically. Versus a computer, I have my feeling, my gut. Sometimes your gut steers you wrong. It usually never does. You can never be overprotective or over aloof or alert. But here it's like people just like, I'm like, this is New York fucking city. You have to, your head's on a swivel, and it's like natural. I see young ladies all the time on the phone by themselves. I'm like, sweetheart, don't do that. You're by yourself. There's no way in the world someone can come hurt you. But I'm so sorry. I'm like, just be aware. This is New York City. It's not fucking. Breakfast at Tiffany's.
What's your name? How do you spell it?
My name is Dyson.
Daishin.
Daishin. What does emotional intelligence mean to you?
It means not freaking out when the waves of emotion are such that they could take over, but you are able to handle it.
Why would you say that it's important to have that skill?
Because otherwise we might lash out at others, those close to us, and hurt them and say things that we'll regret later on.
Yeah, because like in that moment you might be pissed off and you want to just lash out.
And 10 minutes later or 2 days later you feel like, why did I say that? But the relationship could be permanently damaged.
Yeah.
Because words have a power, and they remain. You hear them reverberating long after they were uttered.
Yeah, it's like knowing the consequences of like lashing out and like whatever that effect can have.
Yeah. So emotional intelligence means you don't jump into. You don't react. You don't react, but you wait. Let's say someone attacked you verbally or even physically. You don't immediately strike back or lash out, but you wait to see, give it a pause, and then don't repress it, but don't lash out. But somehow be aware of very important, I think, to be aware of what's going on through your body and mind, and be kind of aware of that.
And last question, what makes a connection with someone more real or authentic? Whether it's a family member, a friend, what makes it more real compared to like more superficial relationships?
Honest communication, and speaking of emotions, like saying how you really feel and not trying to sugarcoat things or make it more or aggravate things, but like speaking honestly and being able to reveal one's own state of mind and not be afraid of that. Not be afraid of your own state of mind. What could happen if someone, is hurt, or you just have to take a chance and be honest.
What's your name and how do you spell it?
Vinny, Vinny.
Vinny, what does emotional intelligence mean to you?
Just understanding how other people are feeling, how other people think.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
How would you distinguish that from conventional intelligence? Say like book smart, or like, oh, they could do good in school, things like that. How would you distinguish
I'd say being more book smart is like how much information you know. Like you can get really good at one skill or like really good at your job. But I think with emotional intelligence, like it's more about like understanding how people think, understanding their moods, and really understanding the person that you're talking to.
And last question, what connects you to other people the most? Say if you have like a superficial relationship versus someone you're really close to, what really drives that?
What drives them? Like understanding what drives them, and if we have like similar things that drive us, that's what really connects us.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, bro. Have a good one. Yeah, have a good one, bro.
Yeah, have a good one, bro.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.